Here we go, back day once again. You know I love back day. Today, we start off with the pull-ups. Nice warm-up, get some blood in the lats, get everything moving. Today I went 2 sets of pull-ups and with the wide palms facing away from you or pronated grip. Then we went 2 sets of chin-ups, which is a closer grip, palms up, palms facing you, a supinated grip, okay? They do different things, but here's the deal. Anytime you change your hand position, you change your shoulder position, which changes what muscles we're biasing and focusing on the back. So do pull-ups and chin-ups in every single grip that you have available to you. Wider is not better, closer is not better. Do them all. Do everything you got. Palms facing each other, palms away, palms close, wide, mid, close, all this shit. All right, so that's a good warm-up to start us off. Then there's a funky little back day. Then we go into some machine rows. I love anything chest supported. Here I'm getting a real good connection. Now, I don't know if anybody's gym has this, but you have something that is chest supported, okay? So we're breathing in when we stretch. We're breathing out when we pull back and squeeze. We're focusing on the elbows coming back or the shoulder blades squeezing together. We're not focusing on our arms whatsoever. Biggest tip, I don't know why I didn't drop this one on you yet. The biggest tip on any pulling or back motion is don't use your fucking thumb. Do not use your thumb. Hook onto the bar or the grip that you're doing with the 4 fingers and the thumb on the same side of your 4 fingers. So now you've made a hook with your hand and you can pull with your lats and back muscles instead of squeezing with your forearms and your biceps. So as you can see here, you can kind of see I have my thumb like on the top. I'm not using the thumb. I'm not squeezing the shit out of it. I'm hooking it and pulling with my back muscles. Do that on any pulling or back motion. I really like this back machine. Like I said, you might not have this one, but you got something chest supported and fucking get after it. This one too, anytime you see this one, there's usually something like this at a gym, whether it's hammer strength or this fucking retro fitness plate loaded joint. In this position, my shoulder blades do not work well 2 arms at a time. They will pinch together and fuck my whole shit up. So I'm getting a nice lean to the side and driving the elbow down because this one really focuses on the lats. That swooping motion that the machine is doing, don't even bother looking at that. Just see that my elbow is coming down to my side. I'm even leaning to the side. As you can see, I'm grabbing on with the opposite arm to fucking secure myself and stabilize my whole body and become one with the machine. So the only thing that's moving is my elbow and my shoulder blade on the working side. So once again, we're breathing in when we're stretching and we're breathing out as we're driving the elbow down. Don't even think back on this one. Anytime you're thinking lats, the lat fibers for the most part pull down. They wrap around a little bit, but they pull the shoulder blades down for the most part. So do not think pulling back. As soon as you start pulling back, the arms, the traps, the rhomboids, all the retractors are going to take over. So if you're biasing lats or trying to focus on the lats, always think down. We already went over that when you're doing lat pull downs on the cable machine, that you want to pull straight down with the elbows in front of you and not back, because as soon as you get the elbows behind the body and you're pulling back, you're using the upper back muscles. Like I said, I like 1 arm at a time on this guy. I'm breathing out. I'm leaning a little bit to the side that we're using. And like I said, some gyms have this. You can fuck around with it. But I really like 1 arm at a time on these guys for sure. The biggest key, as you can maybe see here, is separating the stretch from the squeeze, separating the concentric from the eccentric portion of the lift, meaning getting a mini pause when you're fully stretched and a mini pause when you're squeezing at the fully shortened position. This just takes away momentum and makes sure that you're using the working muscle. Yes, you're always trying to put more weight on the bar, more weight on the machine, use more weight, push more weight, yes. But that is within good form though. As soon as other muscles start to take over and you stop initiating with the working muscle, it's not worth it anymore. So it's a balance between pushing more weight, pushing more reps, and keeping good form and tension on the working muscle. So we're moving on here to T-bar rows. I love T-bar rows. There's traditionally, let's call it 2 or 3 different types of T-bar rows. There's sticking a bar in the corner or in a landmine situation, and bending over to it. There's like a stationary one that you're also hinged over to it. This happens to be the 45-degree chest supported joint. Either way, there's lots of different handles. I do different grips different days. We already went over that. Different grips do different things. But I like this one because it's chest supported. So here's the thing. As you can see on some of the reps, not this because it's too fucking heavy, I'm getting a nice big stretch, letting the arms go all the way and letting the shoulder blades, there you go, that's a proper stretch. That's how you fucking do it right there. Stretch everything and then squeeze everything. It's probably getting heavy, that's why I'm getting a little sloppy, but yes, you do want to get a full stretch pretty much on any muscle, but specifically back. Get some tension on the stretch, and then even if you use momentum to move the weight, at least squeeze your back muscles on the way back. Boom. So this is nice. Weird little camera angle, and I got the fucking right in the fucking way, but either way, love the T-bar row, especially chest supported. Get a big stretch, big squeeze. Now we're moving on back to pull downs. As you can see, I always do like a horizontal and a vertical, a pulling down, a pulling horizontal, back and forth on back day. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, just a little lat stretch and get center in the shoulder blades, and now here we go. Palms facing each other, but with a wide grip. So this is nice, getting a full squeeze, pulling everything down. So once again, breathing in on the stretch, full exhale on the pull, and we are not thinking about the cable, we are not thinking about the handle, we're not thinking about our hands, we're not thinking about our arms, we're thinking about the shoulder blades coming up and the shoulder blades squeezing down the whole time. This one, like I said, wider is not better. That's what you want to do right there. Puff your chest up into it and drive the elbows down. So now finally we got some good form working here. That's pretty good to look at. Big breath in, full exhale, elbows coming down, full stretch at the top, squeeze at the bottom, arching the chest up. That's pretty good form right there. Here's a good angle because you can just see the shoulder blades themselves coming down, and this is getting heavy, so I'm leaning back a little bit. But like I said, wider is not better. This one's just nice for me because you get 90 degrees almost at the elbow joint, and I'm not really set up too much like a W or a fucking weird kinking in or anything. Everything's coming straight down. Love these Meadows rows. Fucking fuck with these. Do this shit. This is named after John Meadows. Amazing bodybuilder, awesome guy, smart guy, doesn't matter. Anywhere you can stick a barbell in a corner or in a landmine position and hinge over like a deadlift, grab the bar itself, and then row with the elbow out. It's like a bent over dumbbell row, but the elbow is flaring out. That's the key. So the elbow flares out, so it's an upper back row. And this is the greatest way to do single arm, but bias the upper back instead of single arm and biasing the lats on like a machine or dumbbell row or something like that. You've seen me do landmine rows with the single arm where you're facing the same way and pulling back. This is just palms down, elbow flaring out, going pretty fucking heavy on the upper back. So, I mean, the glutes and hamstrings are going to be tight, core is going to be smoked, and this is just destroying the upper back. Love these. You definitely got to throw these in. There's no right and wrong way per se. Just make sure the elbow is not tucking in too much. Really emphasize, see, it's getting heavy here and my elbow's tucking back a little bit. So I'm bringing in the teres and some of the upper lat fibers. I really want to be elbows out as much as possible. So this is getting a bit sloppy, but it is kind of heavy, and it's definitely the last set. So shit gets weird on the last set. Pretty good on this side. See that elbow just flaring out and not tucking into the side. As soon as you tuck into the side, you're getting too much lats, and that's not a good angle for the lats because the fibers don't go that way. That's a nice upper back situation. Speaking of the upper back, this is our finisher for today. You know I love high volume on the small muscles of the rear delts and upper back. I'm calling these, well, they're upper back rows, right? But I'm saying 10 where I'm flexed, where I'm hunched over. My ribs are down. I'm kind of crunched. My neck is down. My chin is down. What this is allowing to do is the shoulder blades to move freely, being pulled back from mostly just the rear delts. When you're flexed and hunched over, it turns off or takes away those mid-back and upper back muscles. So as you can see here, after 10 hunched over, I'm doing 10 arched up. So it gets easier when you recruit the mid back, but I'm still working the rhomboids and the rear delts and the upper back muscles. So it's palms down, elbows out the whole way, but the first 10 are hunched over and all I'm doing is going shoulder blades back. But see how I'm throwing elbows out there? That is very important. So it's basically a reverse fly for these first 10. I'm hunched over so the mid back doesn't take over, and I'm throwing elbows out and going to the sides, not pulling back. Then I arch up, stay palms down, elbows out, but pull back. So it's elbows out to the sides like a reverse fly for the first 10, elbows coming back to extend the set and smoke that upper back for the last set, for the last 10 of this extended, basically mechanical drop set, not even a super set because we're not going to another movement. Man, hit like, hit subscribe, share this shit, send it to everybody. Everybody needs to know about this shit, man. But your back is going to help you out no matter what your goals are. And a lot of people don't have a good mind-muscle connection with your back, and we're going to work on that. We're going to send you some videos on how to work on that shit too. So like everything, share everything. I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.